How are you? How are you? Oh my goodness, I missed you so much. I did. Oh no, you're so adorable. Oh, you're so cute. You're so adorable. Woo, woo. Oh my goodness. What a wondrous creature. Hello everybody. Do you feel neglected? Everyone's been neglected in the last 2 days. You're so cute. So I've been at the National Animal Welfare Conference the last couple days. So I haven't been around or answering messages or really posting on the Facebook or anything. It was good. Had some good presentations, and I do have to go back tomorrow to meet with someone about a grant, which is good for the TNR program, and also talk to some people doing some really cool research about cat overpopulation, and we may be doing some very, very interesting research, which would be super cool. So that was exciting, but it's also been very busy. Very busy. So this week is going to continue to get more and more interesting in a number of ways. Okay. Ooh, we should weigh some kittens. Man, I feel like there's so much I have to tell you. Oh, kittens, they're so cute. They look so big on the camera. They do, they look so big. Hi, little mama. Hello. Look how they're like walking and moving, and they're so big. Okay, so let's see. So let's talk about the rest of the week real quick, and then I should weigh everybody and take photos. And oh, they're so cute. What the noisy kittens. Oh, noisy. I don't see. I'll check eyeballs. Hi, how are you? You got a little bit of. Oh, see, he's got a teeny tiny bit of eyeball beginning to open on his left eye. You can see. Oh, you know what I need to do? Is that. Oh, I need to do it up here too. Oh, and I guess I must have brought the memory card with me upstairs, and I didn't bring it down here, so I'll have to do pictures later. So many things I need to do. So, oh yeah, so let's see. Maybe I'll weigh them now so that they can get plugged in. Oh. Oh no! Don't panic. No need to panic. Here's Otto. So the eyes are getting closer to opening. You saw Cyrus had a teensy little opening. Otto doesn't have anything open, but they look close. Oh my goodness. Panic. He's okay. 205. Oh my goodness, there you go. 205 for Otto. I weighed them pretty late last night, I think. May 4. Oh, it's so much to catch up on. So that's 7.2 ounces. Oh, little mama. Let's try Izzy. Oh, here's a little Izzy. Oh, little Izzy close up. Oh, she's so adorable. You've got mama fluff on you. I don't see any eye openings there. Oh, Izzy. 212. Such a big girl. Such a big girl. Up from 198, so she's about 7.5 ounces. Hi. Oh, this is the noisiest one. Oh my goodness, this kitten is almost perfectly round. I don't see any eyes open. He's fine. He's fine. He's gonna squawk. Very squawky kitten. Pip is 245. There you go. Oh, Pip. Let's see. Do a close up of Noisy. Did I weigh Cyrus? I feel like maybe I didn't, because I'll do Aurora before. Look at that tail, by the way. It's so cute. Can you see it? Oh, you can't see it because my arm's in the way. Look at her little stripy, extremely long tail. It's so long. See how long and luxurious it is? 186. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're so cute. No eyeballs. I know. Oh my goodness. Filled with woe. Just filled. Oh, she's okay. See, there's your mama. She's okay. Yes. You're a big smoosh. Oh, the milk bar looks so much better. That's good. Good girl. Cyrus. Oh, of course I'm just gonna do it real quick. Cyrus is a chunk, too. 240. Big boy. You're a big boy. They do look like they've got a little bit, just a little bit of tiny bit of nasal discharge and like a little bit of we'll see. Just keep an eye on it. 240. Okay, so alright, so biggest kitten is still Pip at 245 grams, or 8.6 ounces. Smallest is still Aurora at 186, which is 6.56 ounces. One of the milestones in kitten development is we want them to approximately double their weight in the first week. So let's see, Otto has doubled his weight. Pip has doubled his weight. Izzy has just about doubled her weight. Aurora is close, or wait, 90 times, oh, she has doubled her weight, yep. And Cyrus has just about doubled his weight. So everyone's right on target there. You can see in the notes column the text that's grayed out. That's from the Kittens of Oz, just to give a frame of reference. So at day 6, Toto and Henry started, their eyes started opening. So it's day 7, and there's a teensy eye opening for Cyrus. I'm gonna make that black. It's very tiny. So usually between 7 and 10 days is when eyes are opening. So they look like they're getting closer, I would expect, in the next couple days. I think they're right on target there too. Not responding to noises yet. You'll see when they start responding, they're not responding yet. Yes, so that's totally normal also. The Kittens of Oz started responding around day 10. Let's see. You can follow along on the weight chart. If you click at the top of the page where it says more event details underneath Eve plus the palindromes, you'll see a link to the weight chart if you are interested in seeing their chart. It looks really, really good. They're all having nice steady weight gains, which is great. So they have to be a minimum of 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram before they're big enough to be spayed and neutered, and they have to be a minimum of 8 weeks old. So we're not even close to that on either one. Let's see what else. So let's talk about you're so cute. Let's talk about TNR updates and all the kittens and everything. All of the kittens from the TNR site have upper respiratory infections. We're waiting on test results so we know what they have. It seems likely that it's herpes related, and then also bacterial like chlamydia or mycoplasma or something like that on top of it. But you could the kittens we brought in most recently had the untreated version of it, so which was quite severe, incredibly severe eye infections. So it seems like the moms probably have latent infections, and then which are brought out with stress. So like the stress of being trapped, the stress of having babies, the stress of nursing babies, all that stuff can trigger symptoms of a virus like herpes. Could be caliche or something else, so we don't know. So that's why we're waiting for test results, so we kind of know what we're dealing with. It wouldn't necessarily change the treatment depending on what it is, but it could. So so far they're doing pretty well, and are responding to antibiotics, so that's good. What else? There are still several litters at the site that are unaccounted for. We don't know where they are. How do cats get herpes? A lot of cats have herpes, actually, a lot of them. It's a virus, very common, spreads, in situations where there are multiple cats. So like a feral cat community colony would have very rapid spread of something like herpes or any of the other things. So it's not surprising. We kind of expected that there would be something. We were hopeful because some of the moms were not obviously symptomatic, and they still aren't, but the babies have developed symptoms, which is not unusual. But so the good news is the ones that we have brought, that we've been able to bring in, are getting treated, and so they will have the best possible shot. What else? Hopefully we'll have test results tomorrow. We were hoping to have them today. The reason I'm so anxiously awaiting them is that we have 2 more pregnant cats out there that are kind of some of our regulars at the feeding station, Quark and Sloan. And depending on the test results and how manageable it is, whatever they have, I'm hoping to be able to bring them here and put them in the other room on the other side of this basement suite, and so they can have their babies and etc. here. And but in order to do that, there's a whole lot of stuff that needs to happen. So yeah, so that's why the rest of this week is going to be kind of interesting. Lots of unknowns there, and lots of prep. So I don't think I will be able to do a live stream because they're feral cats, and so the experience will be completely different than with these guys. And I know that anyone who is not kind of familiar with what we're doing and not doesn't really know what a feral cat is would probably tune in and think that, you know, I was doing horrible things to the cats or neglecting them or whatever. So I think it would just cause a lot of drama and concern, because basically they're feral, and so the more I interact with them, the more stressed they'll be. So what I need to do is, the most important thing I can do for them is to minimize their stress in every way possible. And so that means minimizing interaction. You know, I'm bringing like logs and things from the forest, their forest, into the room so that things will smell familiar. Can have some feel away going. I've been clicker training them to try to get them to eat inside a crate, so that I don't have to trap them, because that's pretty stressful. So it's kind of an experiment to see if these things minimize stress, and if as a result they have an easier time of it. The other thing that's risky but hopefully rewarding is these 2 cats are familiar with each other and spend a lot of time together. So I am hoping to be able to keep them together in the same room, just loose together, and I'm hoping that they will find some comfort in each other's presence, and that will help minimize stress. There's a risk that, you know, the stress of the situation will cause them to fight each other. I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. There's no way to predict, right? So it's a bit risky, but under the circumstances, I think it's worth a shot. Because I don't the property is so big and there are so many places they can go that we can't. I don't know that if they had the kittens out there, and because we know about the upper respiratory and all that stuff, I think that the chance of us losing the kittens if we leave them there is pretty high, and I think we have about a 60% chance of success if I bring them in. So so 60% is better than like 10%. So it could be, there's no way to predict the result. It's not going to be like lovely and heartwarming necessarily in the same way that Eve is. I'm just hoping the moms will care for the babies and that the births will go smoothly, and I don't know. So it's another one of those really difficult TNR decisions that probably, I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see. So I will definitely try to post some, I'll take some video or something and post of what the room looks like before I bring them back. And then I am going to put a private camera in there so that I can monitor from afar rather than having to go in there and stress them out. So we'll see. Yeah, so and because of the upper respiratory, I will have to practice isolation protocol. The good thing is that I have a very big buffer between the two rooms, and if I come into this room first, so if I always visit Eve first and then go in there, I'm really the only way that it would spread would be on me or my clothing, so I will have to just, glove and gown and all that stuff when I go in there, and then not come back in this room until I've completely disinfected myself. So, and depending on what it is, herpes is easier to kill than, say, caliche, so, that's, again, why the test results are important. So, and I think Eve may have just a slight touch of the herp, because she's got a little bit of persistent eye crustiness, but many cats do. So it's not like a huge deal, but it's definitely, I definitely don't want, these guys getting sick with anything that the other ones have. So it will be, it's definitely gonna be challenging and possibly not like super great, but possibly it's like we have a 60% chance of being being good. So 60% is good, right? And anyway, these are the last two from our area that haven't been spayed or had their babies already. So, and then the two that are the most kind of curious about interacting. They're definitely feral, but I don't know. Anyway, it's something that we have discussed at great length and weighed the risks and the benefits and all that stuff, and so I don't know. We'll see what happens. It may be a huge mistake, but I think I would always wonder if we could have saved them otherwise, and so now I will know if doing things a little bit differently has any impact on the success, the possible success. So anyway, blah blah blah. That was long. ISO protocol is basically you put on you glove and gown, so you cover your clothes. So you put scrubs on and a lab coat and gloves and booties on, clean ones every time you go in the room, and then you remove them, and they go into like a bleach solution, and you wash your hands and everything very thoroughly, and just make sure that nothing that touches anything inside the room touches anything outside the room. And that works pretty well. So nothing's 100% guaranteed, but I feel like it's I feel like I have a pretty good chance of, keeping it contained, because I've done it before with ringworm, which is much worse. Yeah, lotion on hands. Yeah, there is no space at Laps right now, and it's been tough on the Laps team taking care of the feral moms there, and having to go through some of the ups and downs, and now they're bottle feeding a bunch of kittens, and it's been a huge burden, and so I don't want to add more to that burden, because they're already exhausted and working around the clock, and so saving lots of lives. So it's going to be intense. I'm hoping that that the moms will not reject the babies. That's why I'm trying to do everything I can think of to minimize the stress of the trapping and the keeping them here, and they'll have more space and they'll be together, and I don't know, I'm doing everything that I can think of to minimize the stress, which will maximize the chances for a good outcome. If they do reject the babies, then we will have to bottle feed, and then the moms would be spayed and returned immediately. But I'm really hoping that doesn't happen, because that will be very difficult. What else? So that's the plan at this point. Somewhat dependent still on test results. I haven't figured out exactly the timing of when it's going to happen, but it needs to happen soon, because they're getting pretty close. Kitten socialization would happen. So it depends. If the moms care for them, then kittens would be socialized. I would try to weigh them probably once a week, maybe once a day for the first, I don't know. I'm going to have to play that part by ear, how often I weigh them, because it will depend on how the moms are doing. And, but as they get closer to 3 weeks, I will start socializing them. And then as soon as they're old enough to be weaned, we'll spay the moms, send them back, and then the kittens will either stay here or go into foster care with someone who can spend a lot of time socializing them. It will depend. I will have to see what's best for them at that point, because it will take a lot of time, and as you may have noticed, time is not something that I seem to have a lot of these days. And I keep adding things like feral moms. So, I don't know. You're so cute, little mama, so cute. So anyway, this is not something I plan on doing like routinely, but I think there is value in trying it and seeing if the outcome is better with a different process, and that's all. So it's the answer Oh, who it is Sloan and Quark are the two cats. You can go to tinykittens.com/cats and you can search for Sloan and Quark. I don't, let's see. Yeah, and Kitten Cam Con is this weekend too, so I am hoping to get the moms settled Wednesday or Thursday, ideally Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, that was so adorable. And then I can observe them for a couple of days, and I don't know. It's hard. I don't know when they're going to be having babies. I think it will be early next week or mid next week, but I don't know for sure. It's hard to tell. So yeah. So if they're settled okay and they don't seem like babies are coming like immediately, then I will still be going to Kitten Cam Con as planned. Otherwise, I may just go for one day, so I'm not gone overnight, but we'll see. We'll see. It's always something, isn't it? You're so adorable. See, you've got a little bit of eye crusty right there all the time. It's always in the right eye. So I got it. Okay, so, what else? They will be loose in the room. No cage. Cage free. Which is, again, I'm sure not advised. Well, I know it's not advised. And I know that probably other TNR people are like shaking their heads, but I think it's worth a try. And I do know what the risks are, and I will be as prepared as possible to, you know, if anything goes sideways, to take immediate action. So it's going to be interesting. And when we have our ice oasis, this will help. This will all help when we have our ice oasis. It will help us know. Oh, look how cute. Know the best way, the best thing to do. We actually talked a lot about TNR and cat overpopulation at the conference, and I would say experts and people who regularly do TNR mostly say that you need to essentially write off the kittens that are already on the way or have been born, and just start spaying and neutering so that you can save the next round or prevent the next round, I guess. So that's kind of the consensus. Oh oh my goodness, smush him so he's quiet. I wish I had my camera card right now, but it's upstairs. He's so noisy. You made that noisy thing, didn't you? So anyway, yeah, so the fantastic Operation Jungle Moms ladies are making some nesting boxes for the girls so that they will have places that they feel very safe, and they each will have their own food, their own water, their own litter boxes, their own nesting boxes, so they won't have to share anything if they don't want to. But they are used to communal living, so my hypothesis is that they will be more comfortable and less stressed if they're together. What are you doing? Are you kissing? Oh, mama. There's a really noisy one right here. What are you gonna do? Oh, get him, girls. All right. Oh yeah, I heard that I need to check my messages. I will definitely check my messages. I'm super behind. I apologize to everyone because I am so behind in. There are so many messages that I need to respond to that I have not responded to, and it's only going to get worse the next couple of days. If I'm being honest, just trying to be realistic, but I will definitely try to do that. I was planning to stay home tomorrow from the conference and try to get caught up a little bit, but this opportunity to have a grant meeting is pretty important, so that will allow us to continue our TNR stuff and expand it, which is something we're working really hard to do. So I'm gonna make that happen, that meeting happen, and then set up the forest. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, so anywho, oh my gosh, so I'm gonna have to come back and take pictures of these extremely noisy kittens in a little while, but oh, they're so cute and they grew so much and I miss them so much. So yeah, so very exciting things ahead, but kind of cute. Oh, you have a little bit of gooey goo too, don't you? Not as bad as the other people. Yeah, anyway, exciting times ahead, but you may have to bear with some extremely slow response times. And I also have some really cute stuff we have now 2 classes participating in our classroom, our Tiny Kittens in the Classroom program, pilot program. It's very exciting, and I have things to post and share from both of them, so we're gonna have to do a story hour in the next couple days, and read Miss Tyler's class made Eve's Guide to Parenting, which is really adorable, and we also have some really adorable letters from our new class, so that'll be fun. So I think that's probably all I have time for right now. I can definitely tell Cyrus and Pip apart. Cyrus is developing more of a more obvious tabby pattern, and Pip is more, this is Pip, solid colored, and he's a warmer blonde, and Cyrus, he's got more of an obvious pattern and is more of a cooler shade. Oh, he's so cute. What's this? What's all this? Oh, it's so adorable. Never forget your memory card when you have adorable palindromes. Okay, I must go now. But I will be back later because I have to take more photos. Thank you, everybody.